cool. Hi, YouTube. Okay, my name is Steph. I'm traveling the country in my Jeep with my dog, Clover. We're in the tent today. We're camping out in Utah. This is our second live stream of this book. It's called The Shadow Work Journal. I got it from Walmart. If you guys are watching this as the replay, thanks so much for watching. You guys don't have to buy this book. I mean, you should. You could. But you can also just follow along on the live stream. You can totally answer some of the questions in like a notebook with like a pad and paper. Don't feel the pressure to go out and buy this book unless you really want to. It is a pretty good book. It's called The Shadow Work Journal. It's by Keela Shaheen. So hi, you guys. And this is a live stream, so I'm going to be interacting with the chat here live. Hi, everybody. Hi, Campfires, New Leaf, Dee, Vicky, Michael, Alex, Stephanie, Mrs. Pink, Melissa, Lorraine, Corey, Charlotte. Why are some people green? Those are paid members. Those are people who are supporting the channel. They get badges. It's a membership. There's mashed potatoes, postcard splooters, heavy splooters, battle of the memberships. That's right. So is this live? Yes, Sherry, this is live. Good morning, you guys. This is our book club live stream. So we do this here and there. Whoa, Campfires just gifted a membership. Israel got it. Heck yeah. Thank you, Campfires. New Leaf just gifted a membership. Miso Hani. Got it. Thank you so much, you guys. Thank you, Campfires. Thank you, New Leaf. Splooters Unite. Heck yeah. Good morning. What state are you in today? I'm in Utah. We are in Utah. We're tent camping. This is my tent. My dog is snoring. This is Clover. Clover says hi. D with the super chat, $2. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, D. The box idea from time to time is awesome. You almost cried? Yes, you guys, we were just on Rita. Rita just gifted 5 memberships. Whoa. Holy moly, Rita. Famoso, Howard, Manga Min, Batter Up Bakery, and Tammy all just got gifted memberships just now. Thank you, Rita. Yeah, you guys, we were just over on TikTok and we did boxes. I wish I could figure out a way to do that on YouTube, but you guys are always able to go over onto TikTok for that kind of stuff. So we did boxes and we had people up in boxes so that they could talk about what they thought about the book we just got done reading. We just finished A Court of Thorns and Roses. It was 20 live streams. That was a lot. So I'm really glad that we were able to kind of talk and people could say what they wanted to say. We'll do that again. I don't think we're going to do that for the Shadow Journal and short stories, but if and when we do a bigger book, we'll do boxes again. That was so much fun. I really liked hearing your guys' feedback too. Whoa, Campfires gifting a membership. Cat and Sky got it. Thank you, Campfires. It's all random. Yeah, the gifted memberships are random. So yeah, I think you just got to be following me. You just got to be here. You might get one. Hi, you guys. You saw me before? Heck yeah. New Leaf gifted a membership too. Holy moly. Battle of the memberships. Thank you, New Leaf. Thank you for gifting that. It doesn't tell me who got it, though. I don't see who got it. Sweetie, I wish I had the money. After I pay for everything, I have $1 left, so I watch when I can. Robin, this is free entertainment. This is free entertainment. Do not worry about it. I'm just glad you're hanging out, engaging, interacting. Some live streams might be more enjoyable than others. This is going to be a book live stream, so there's zero pressure for stuff like that. Don't even worry about it. We got a lot of generous people in here, and it keeps us going. Did we run out of people? No. Hi guys. Oh, hi Corey. Whoa, Rita, hot dang, Rita with the $20 super chat. Let's go. What's happening? Campfires, thank you for the gifted membership. It says Susie was gifted it. I didn't see who got New Leafs. Thank you, you guys. MVP Rita, yeah. Thank you for the $20 super chat, Rita. Hi, you guys. Let's go. This is a nice place. Yeah. We're camping out in Utah. So this is what it looks like. I can unplug the phone real quick. We're at 97%. We don't need to be plugged in anyways. You didn't see it either. This is what it looks like where I'm camping. It's a really beautiful spot. There is a live stream that I posted yesterday. We did a live stream on YouTube, walking, going for a hike out here. There was a nice sunrise hike that we did out here. So if you guys are into that kind of thing, I have a hiking playlist. I think I'm going to combine hiking and sightseeing all into the same playlist. I have 2 separate playlists for hiking and sightseeing. I think I'm just going to combine them all into the same playlist. Honestly, why are you guys giving her money? I don't know, Michaela. They just are. You should start a YouTube, Michaela, and read a book or go hiking and see if anybody watches your videos. Looks beautiful out there. Is the weather good? Yes, the weather is amazing. It is in the 50s or 60s, I think. And the sun is not quite out. It is very dark and gloomy. It is very dark and gloomy. We might get rain. I don't know. I see blue in the distance, so that's hopeful. Oh, thanks, Batter. I am sorry, but I'm just here to see your smile. Well, this might not be the best live stream for that. This is our journaling live stream. So this is, we're going to go ahead and get started. Thank you guys for being here. Thanks for being so cool. Thanks for the momentum and just being so supportive. It's super weird because adults can spend their money any way they want. That's right. Where are you? We're in Utah, camping in Utah. Okay. Marry you? Not today. Maybe tomorrow, though. Come back tomorrow. Maybe. I might say yes. Okay. So this is a shadow work journal. Yesterday, we did a live stream about an hour long going over the intro. So if you guys are lost and you don't know what's going on with this, you can go back and watch the first live stream. We are doing the fill in the blank exercises for our shadow work. So this is going to be a little tricky with this many trolls in here. It's Sunday, right? But you trolls, listen up. Maybe you will enjoy these shadow work questions and you can examine your inner child. All right, so fill in the blank. As a child, I was told not to blank. I was told not to question adults, question things. That's been one of the big things that has held me back in life, is not being able to question things or challenge things, negotiate. This made me very quiet. I feel like things would be different if I had been taught self-confidence, how to negotiate. I wish I could tell my child self that it's okay not to agree. I'm so grateful for my parents and upbringing, but wish my guardians, I don't know why. Oh, I guess guardians is parents. I'm so grateful for my parents and upbringing, but I wish my guardians would have empowered me more. Okay, this one's tricky. This is what we're looking at. Here you go, guys. You guys can, I didn't do a good job of telling you the questions. I kind of just went really fast on that. This is fill in the blank. You guys can come along in your own notebook, or you can also put it in the chat too. As a child, I was told not to blank. Are we back? Are we back? Sorry, my sister called me. Just click their name and block them. Oh, okay. I'm going to start modding. I'm sorry. You guys can work on this while I go through and mod. As a child, I was told not to blank. This made me very blank. I feel like things would be different if blank. I wish I could tell my child self blank. I'm so grateful for blank, but wish my guardians would have blank. Let me go through and block them. And just a reminder, you guys, you can block them as well. So you won't see them in the chat if you block them. actually don't look that bad. Did my memberships go through? They did, Rita. Thank you so much, Rita. Just joined. Hello, everybody. Hello. Okay, we're going to move on to the next one. These are our reflection questions. What memories did I extract from this exercise? Well, okay, so for me, I just remember getting yelled at a lot. I don't need to write that down. I just remember getting yelled at a lot. How can I reframe these memories so that they don't continue to hurt and hinder me in the future? I just got to really let them go, stamp them down deep inside so that nobody knows about them. No, I'm just kidding. I just got to realize a lot of that was coming from insecurities from other people, and I wasn't doing anything wrong. How can I regularly serve myself with compassionate consolation as I would give to my child? What? What even is that question? How can I regularly serve myself with compassion? So console myself? I don't know. That's a dumb question. I'm just kidding. You as a hellion. I don't know. Okay, so I think we're done with this exercise. Let's check out the next one. Blank scares me the most. When I become scared or anxious, I tend to blank. Sometimes sucks because blank, and this makes me feel blank. My anxiety teaches me that blank and blank. I understand that I am blank, but I love myself unconditionally. All right. What scares me the most? Okay, sorry. I would hold that, but it's just hard to hold it. What scares me the most? Blank scares me the most. When I become scared or anxious, I tend to... being locked in crowded rooms with a bunch of people with high energy. Crowded areas with lots of high energy people bothers me the most. I mean, I'm not scared. It's not a scared feeling. I don't equate it to being scared. I just am uncomfortable. Like, I just dislike it heavily. Like, I'm just super uncomfortable. Like, it just zaps me of energy right away. Losing your job. Yeah, MRI tubes. Oof. Flying creates angst. Yeah, what are you guys most scared of? When I become scared or anxious, I tend to run away. Get panic attacks and run away. I tend to get panic attacks. It sometimes sucks because it gets in the way of potentially great experiences. And this makes me feel like I'm missing out. My anxiety teaches me that, or being stuck up. Oh my gosh, I often get accused of being stuck up because I don't want to be in the crowds, or being stuck up. I hate that about myself because I feel like I'm so not, but like I just don't want to be with those people. I don't want to be with the people, the personality types, the energies, and I just run away literally. And I'm not trying to be rude about it. It's just like I'm literally having a panic attack, you know. Scared of losing your family, being alone. Yeah. My anxiety teaches me that I'm human. I'm human. And my anxiety teaches me that I am human and sensitive. Sensitive. I understand that I am blank, but I love myself unconditionally. I understand that I am different. I don't know. They ain't like us. No, I'm just kidding. All right, so this is mine. Mine says, crowded areas with lots of high energy people scares me the most. When I become scared or anxious, I tend to get panic attacks. It sometimes sucks because it gets in the way of potentially great experiences, and this makes me feel like I'm missing out or being stuck up. My anxiety, or being perceived as stuck up. My anxiety teaches me that I'm human and sensitive. I understand that I'm different, but I love myself unconditionally. Okay, so the next up is the reflection questions. The air truck breaking down, losing, yeah. Yeah, you guys have some good ones. Being broke, having crazy family that doesn't care about you. Human, make bad choices in life, especially with men. So the reflection questions. Here, let's do this. What is my current fear? And if it were to happen, what would be the best case scenario? What is my current fear? And if it were to happen, what would be the best case scenario? I suppose my big fear is random internet people showing up at my campsites, wanting to do meet and greets and meet up. And if it were to happen, it's potentially very dangerous for me. But the best case scenario is I would grow my platform. People would feel welcome and they will have felt like they met me and know me better. If my fear and anxieties were teachers, what lessons would they teach me? I don't know. Sometimes I think this is like self-preservation anyways. How can I build a more positive outlook on the unknown future? I don't know. I carry my Glock. I don't know. I carry a pew pew, and then that way, if random people come to me when I'm traveling, I can protect myself. Okay, so I do have a fear of crowds, right? So we travel, we go all over. We've done live streams in Las Vegas, Hollywood, San Diego, New Orleans, Key West. I'm never afraid. I'm never afraid of things. But it can be scary when you're in crowds, and I have found that I have certain coping mechanisms. So breathing, kind of centering myself, kind of trying to push away that noise. If I'm having a panic attack, it's okay to just leave. Or if I start having those beginning panic attack moments, I'll just leave. And what I can do is I can come back like the next day or the next weekend. And so that's happened time and time again. So San Diego was a perfect example. I got there towards the middle of the day. It was very busy, very crowded, hard to find parking, shoulder to shoulder people wanting to go see the sea lions. And it just did not work out. I got overwhelmed feeling, even just looking at it, I was like overwhelmed. And to go into that and try to do a live stream and be around all these people, I just felt everything close in. I could start getting very warm or something. I don't know. And so I left and I went back camping. And then I think it was the next day, I got up like at dark. It was still dark out, and I drove to San Diego, and I got there like towards sunrise, and I was able to do an amazing live streaming all these sea lions. It was one of our funnest live streams. And I didn't have any anxiety at all because there was nobody around, and then people started slowly coming around. And that's how I have to do a lot of my sightseeing. So if I'm going to do a live stream doing Hollywood, if I'm going to do a live stream Key West, I have to like slowly, I have to build up to it. And I have to realize like sometimes it's okay to leave and come back. So that happened in Vegas too. In Vegas, I got overwhelmed the first time and I had to leave and come back. And there are lots of times I just, I'm not in the mood for the crowds and stuff. Yeah. Very good. Okay, we got another fill in the blank. Blank makes me tense. I typically feel this tense sensation in my blank. This makes me very blank. When this happens, I start to blank. I think this is because blank and blank. Next time I feel tense, I will soothe myself by. Well, This is really hard. People make me tense. I feel this tense sensation in my brain. This makes me feel very uncomfortable. When this happens, I start to want to escape. I think this is because, I don't know. I don't know the root cause of this, actually. I really don't. People make me tense. I typically feel this tense sensation in my brain. This makes me very uncomfortable. When this happens, I start to retreat. I think this is because I don't like people touching me. I don't like people touching me and asking personal questions. Next time I feel tense, I will soothe myself by pain stemming. No, I'm just kidding. You feel judged. See, I don't really actually care what those people think. I don't know. It's like a panic. It really is like a panic for no reason. Next time I feel tense, I will soothe myself by asserting boundaries is what I need to do. No, sometimes you just can't. How do you soothe yourself? I don't even like that question. How next time I will soothe myself? You need like a coping mechanism. And so one of the big ones is counting. Counting. Okay. Reflection questions. When does my anxiety take over my mind and body? Do I see a common recurring thing as to what triggers my anxiety? It's just people in crowds. I have zero anxiety out in places like this. What can I physically do to release my anxiety, my anxious energy and tension? I don't know. It's not that big of a deal. This comes up like 3 times a year. I don't know. What thoughts help soothe my anxiety? How can I improve my self-talk to be less self-critical when these emotions arise? I don't know. I struggle with this kind of stuff because it's like, I don't feel like it comes up that much. Like, it's not when I'm at the, it's like just big areas. AirPods, lean into the experience, take deep breaths. Yeah, exposure therapy is a big one. These are good exercises. When you find yourself getting upset and not resonating, sometimes that says a lot. It says that it's a hard it's a hard subject, right? It can be a hard subject to talk about sometimes. Okay, here's another exercise. How many more are there? There's a lot of these. Okay, we got like 3 more of these. All right, so this is another fill in the blank. As a child, I was yelled at for blank. My response was to blank and blank. After this, I've been blank. I care so much about blank and blank. It triggers me now when I now hold compassionate space for my full self and embrace this part of me. Yeah, I do. Yeah, when less people are there, I'm fine. You hate feeling so bad about yourself, like you're never good enough. You're great, Ernie. It's hard when we have these feelings. Look at my nails again. I just cleaned them. I don't know what happens. It's like we get into the dirt and my nails get gross again. You just look outside and your stuff gets gross. Okay. As a child, I was yelled at for being in the room. As a child, I was yelled at for taking up space. My response was to go to my room. and outside. Go outside. After this, I've always been sensitive to people yelling at me. I care so much about other people and animals. I don't know. It triggers me now. Well, I don't know. I don't think that's the right answer. I think I'm supposed to say something about like how your parents treat you or something. I mean, it was fine. It wasn't a big deal. It triggers me now when I'm around aggressive personalities. Aggression. Okay. So as a child, I was yelled at for taking up space. I don't know. I don't like the answers to these sometimes. Taking up space and being honest. I think that, you know, you have to remember, like, so I grew up in a home of alcoholic that had some bad problems, and we weren't allowed to talk about anything. We weren't allowed to ask questions about things. We weren't allowed to push back against things. No, it's not happening. No, that didn't happen. That kind of stuff. So it's hard because, like, you know, I don't really want to like blast out my family for that kind of stuff. I feel like everybody did what they wanted to do at the time. So parents, you know, it's tricky. We're not given a handbook, right, on how to handle substance abuse in children who are put into that. Yeah. Yeah, it's you got kids that are in this with you, but it's not happening. Is kind of like what it's weird. And so anyways, I don't know. The problem is I can't really fully talk about everything because it's the internet, right? This is social media. So I don't want to share like too much about my upbringing, but all right. So reflection questions. In what ways have I been reprimanded in my childhood and beyond? I don't like these questions. Okay. In what ways have I been reprimanded in my childhood and beyond? Like punished? Like corrected? Oh, I don't know. How does this impact what I choose to do, not do in the present moment? And in what ways am I holding back because of these experiences? Well, I just tend to hold myself back because I really don't like confrontation in any way, any form. I really hate confrontation. What activities can I partake in to fuel my inner child and allow myself to feel fully expressive? I think exposure therapy and surrounding yourself with the right kind of people, knowing that I don't do well with those strong personalities. You was raised to see things no could ever should have to. Yeah, I'm sorry, Ernie. I'm sorry, you guys. All right, so if you guys want to, you can follow along in a notebook with these. We only have a couple more left. These are the last ones. Fill in the blank. As I grow older, I feel like the blank part of me becomes further and further away. Oh. I don't know. I feel like this, I feel like the anxiousness and anxiety. I feel like the anxiety and the person that holds back goes further and further away. I feel like the repression goes further and further away. I really do. I say these things, but I've been doing a lot of work through the years. Like it's frustrating to have these discussions online because it's like 2 seconds of years and years of work, I feel good towards this. Sometimes I put myself in a box by blank. Talking on TikTok. Sometimes I put myself in a box by being on social media. Sorry for the weird writing.
I understand that I am ever changing and evolving each day. One way I can foster my child self is by creating and exploring. I will always recognize the part of me and show the version of myself that love and recognition. I always recognize the creative. I feel like you're just supposed to write certain answers here. It's kind of weird. What do I admire about my past self that I wish I could continue to foster more in the present day? I don't know. Childhood's hard. Oh, well, like, okay, so it just says my past self. It doesn't say child. Like, there was a time in my 20s when I was laser focused on work and super task oriented. I wish I could continue to foster time management and productivity. When, where do I find myself hiding parts of my personality in order to fit in the mold? Whenever I'm in a crowd, I just want to be invisible. What do I think would happen if I were to be my full self during these instances? People would gather around me in a horrific fashion and want to hear what I have to say. Ugh. Okay. How are you guys doing? Yeah, Mad Libs for trauma. That is exactly what this is. This is Mad Libs for trauma. As a child, I used to cry when, wouldn't that be crazy if we all took turns filling in the blank? That would be horrific. As a child, I used to cry when, we're just literally trauma dumping. When my dad would be at the bar all night and not participating in family things. This made me emotional because I felt like he didn't love us. The color of the sadness was, I don't know, blue-gray, and it felt very, I don't know. I just always felt so bad for my dad. I just always felt so bad for my dad, and I always wanted to, like, get him to wake up. I value my solitude so much. If I could tell my child self anything in this situation, I would say that one day you will be able to leave and be around the people you want to be around and do the things you want to do. And that you don't need to, you know, be in this. You don't need to be in this, you know. Is the reason for my sadness as a child connected to the reasons I experienced sadness as an adult? I don't think so. I don't know. Crowds and stuff. I just, it literally, it's like a very rare thing for me, actually. It's just like extreme situations I get that way. How do I behave when I'm experiencing sadness? I don't experience a lot of sadness. I do experience sadness with the online stuff, like social media. Like, you guys have seen me cry over bullies and stalking. But those are all very extreme scenarios, not normal life stuff. Normal life stuff outside of TikTok, I don't, that's not a word that really involves anything in my day-to-day. What can I do to release pain and sadness when it arises? Take a break from the internet. I think when I'm having people bully me or get on the live stream, I can just maybe switch it up, run a battle. You wish yours had stayed at the bar somewhere. He was mean. I was lucky that my dad was not very mean. As a child, I wanted to be a veterinarian, psychologist when I grew up. Like, when I was older, I wanted to be a psychologist. When I was an older child, when I was a younger child, animals. Blank and blank excited me so much. Video games and kittens. Today, I get excited about video games and kittens. No, today I get excited about going to new places, exploring, and having my dog with me. As my passions and interests evolve over time, I will hold space to nurture the things that bring my child self joy. This could be by blank or blank. Just continuing to travel and exploring the world. What book is this? The Shadow Work Journal. It's like a journal to talk about your childhood stuff. What excites me most in the life? You guys can answer in the chat how you feel about this stuff too, or you can just silently be doing it. If you have a notebook or just answering in your head. There's no requirements for any of this. If this is too deep, you can always turn away. I'm trying to keep it a little light. What excites me the most in life? How can I continue to foster this passion? What excites me the most is being able to help people and be able to make people feel good about themselves, show them things. What makes me unique and different? I have no idea. And maybe I don't want the same things that most people seem to want. What can I dream and imagine for myself now as an adult? I feel like I'm living my dream. I'm really happy. This is the happiest time of my life. For later in life, maybe just keep doing some version of this, just maybe amplified. Your dad was mean. Well, I don't know. This should be done in private or with a professional. Oh, I don't know, Inchworm. We're just doing book club journal. Shadow work? I don't know. Have you guys seen some of the live streams that are out there? I mean, literally, we're just talking about stuff. Releasing, okay, so we're done with those exercises. Releasing stagnant energy. This is literally a book at Walmart, Inchworm. Okay? If you're triggered by it, just get out. All right, release stagnant energy. Exercise. Release trapped stagnant energy by choosing one of the activities on the next page. Become aware of how you feel both before and after your exercise is complete. Why? Everything is energy in the world of both the physical and metaphysical. When you feel off, this means there is negative energy trapped in your body. Stagnant energy causes you to feel irritated and imbalanced. Many times, stagnant energy will manifest itself in the form of pain or tension in the body. Doing simple actions such as dancing, going for a walk, or meditating will help restore balance and unleash lingering stagnant energy stored within the body. Wait, what am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to choose one of these and do it? I'm sorry. I felt great. All right, where's the lid to my... I'm going to dry out my marker. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Son of a gun. Son of a biscuit. I don't got my marker lid anymore. Hello. Uh-oh. Hold on, you guys. Nobody go anywhere. We may be sacrificing a pen. A felt tip pen. It's on the chopping block. My sleeping bag has claimed it. Oh no. Hello. Hello, is there a pen lid in here? People don't believe me when I say I can't find it. I literally can't find it. Holy moly, the pen's gone. The pen's gone. I can't believe it. How irresponsible. How irresponsible of me. Well, okay. In the arms of the angel.
from here. This is you though. Okay, so this next one is inner child affirmations. The exercise is to find a mirror and look at your reflection. Repeat your inner child affirmations on the next page. I can't do this kind of stuff. This is not my style. I really dislike this. But if you are into this, I highly suggest you do it. Here are the inner child affirmations. Repeat these to yourself in the mirror as you see fit. I can't do it. I've never been this type. Anytime I've ever done any kind of exercise like this, I instantly tune out. I really do. Don't do it. I feel like what if I turn into a pumpkin and all of my life, what if only I had done the inner child affirmations and then all of my life angst would be solved. You just you say, I love myself in a mirror 3 times and then poof, you do. All right, we're gonna pour a cup of tea. You couldn't do it either. Are you guys affirmation people? Some people are super good at it. My sister's really good at affirmations. She's a big firm believer in those, and she does them in the morning. I've never been that way. Goal setting and affirmations I've always struggled with personally. Now goal setting, if I detach myself from it, like emotionally, and I'm just looking at it really super objectively, I'm good with goal setting, like for work, with career and stuff. But personal goal setting is very challenging for me. How dare I want something, that's how I always feel. And then when it comes down to affirmations, I just feel like it's like shoved down your throat. I don't like it. Yeah. I wish we could do polls. You like the edited version of this book? Well, anyways. All right, trust affirmations. Okay, more affirmations. I think affirmations can be really helpful for people, but what about those of us that shy away from affirmations? Is there a substitute? What do we do? I should Google this. I really want to dig into psychology a little bit more with the book club and stuff. What is a good substitution for those of us who do not enjoy affirmations? It's such a big part of people's psychology treatment plans, right? You love my hair? Thank you. You have to work at it, yeah. I do think we could all work on more positive self-talk. Yeah, we are our own hardest critics. Yeah, it can be really challenging. Yeah, it's really hard to say things like I deserve, I can take up space, I can do, I just, it just sounds so floofy to me. Okay. Affirmations for trust, guilt, and abandonment wounds. Oof. Find a quiet place. Okay, so all of these are the same. You find a quiet place, you look in the mirror, and you say it to yourself, okay? And then there's just a lot of stuff like pay attention to your nervous system. Okay, so that's what they want you to do. These are the trust affirmations. Now, maybe it depends on the affirmation, because these don't bother me as much. These are just like basic things, so... I am learning to trust my intuition. Yeah, so this is like not so personal, really. Relaxing my mind is transforming my mind. What? Relaxing my mind is transforming my mind. That's good. Yeah, like that's okay. I'm not so... Some of these are okay. So maybe it's just me. Guilt affirmations. I accept my past decisions and learn from them. Yeah, okay. So these are the guilt affirmations. These are the neglect affirmations. I deserve a life of love. Abandonment affirmations. I am whole within myself and do not need validation from others. Ooh, okay. So I think that us kids being left alone so much. Was anybody left alone a lot as a child? I think that for me, I wish I could clean my nails. They're so gross right now. These are camping nails. I think for me, like being left alone a lot as a child gave me a lot of my independence and made me feel comfortable in myself being alone. And I think that a lot of people have opposite problem where they don't understand the being alone, Like, aren't you afraid? No, I'm not afraid. But for them, it's like opposite. So they're afraid to be alone. They're afraid to be alone with themselves and to be left alone with their thoughts and their mind and everything. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. You need to make them believable and realistic. I think, Jennifer, that might be the problem, is that some of these are cookie cutter affirmations maybe. And maybe we need to figure out our own affirmations sometimes. So maybe that's a shadow part of myself. Oh, excuse me. Maybe that's a shadow part of myself when I have such a dislike for affirmations. I just feel like they're hollow. Yeah. Okay. So these are the abandonment affirmations. And then these are the self-love affirmations. Treating yourself with kindness, patience. That's good. Choose to see the beauty and strength within me. I like these. These are good affirmations. Last one, affirmations for nervous system regulation. I am safe and at peace. Body knows how to... This would actually be better for like panic attacks and stuff. Yeah. Breathing in calmness, breathing out stress. That would have been helpful for me in high school. I had somebody in high school teach me how to do breathing exercises for like my panic attacks and stuff, because I got them quite a bit in high school. I had to go to like the counselor and I learned then that they were called panic attacks. I learned to do breathing exercises, stop quitting class, because I used to skip classes because I'd have panic attacks and stuff. The process of integrating shadows is akin to alchemy, an inner transmutation where we turn our wounds into wisdom, our fears into courage, and our limitations into boundless potential. A letter to your past self. Find some time and write out. We're not going to do these, but we are going to look at them. A letter to my past self. That is good. If you guys want, you can do a letter to yourself. Mirror gazing. I'm not into that. I'm abnegation. Find a mirror and stare at it and then write these. So what thoughts did you have? Emotions? How do you feel? This would be a really good one when you're feeling super melancholy. You sit there and stare in the mirror and ask yourself questions. I think that's not really for me. Fill in the box. Read the prompts on the next page and respond by filling out each box and provide your authentic answer. I like this one. Let's see if this will still work. Do I feel guilty if I put my needs first? Yes. What am I supposed to write? How important is my own happiness? Hi. I want to be happy. In what ways do I show love to myself? Oh, well, hygiene. Taking a shower, shower. Hygiene. Pizza. Pizza is a self-love. Walk, Clover. Live stream. Makes me feel good when I live stream most of the time. Chapstick. Chapstick is self-love. I think I still need to work on self-criticism. You hate mirrors. Yeah, I don't think I'm a mirror type person. Okay, meet your shadow. This is a visualization meditation that you will access by scanning the QR code on the next page. Make sure you are in a room. What? Oh, okay, I could do that with my other phone. Why not? Okay. I don't know if I can show the QR code on there, so I'm going to just do it with my other phone, and we will listen to the meditation. You guys can choose to meditate if you want on this. Oh, this takes me into YouTube. That'd be a great way to advertise your YouTube channel as an author.
You just start by giving thanks to your humanity, your imperfections. As we begin this journey, set the intention of openness, being open. of yourself that you have disowned or repressed over time. And this meditation
You're
will
cleaning the
focus
cat's
on
room.
identifying your shadows, meeting them. Now I want you to find a comfortable and safe place to sit or lay down. And if you haven't done it already, adjust yourself to the most comfortable position. Notice if there.
Okay, so I'm not a big meditator. This next one is the same thing. This one is integrating your shadow, also a QR code, and then breath work, another QR code. And then regulating your nervous system, another QR code. Now here, I will tell you, the channel is Zenful Note. The channel is Zenful Note. So if you want to get these exercises and you want to meditate them, if you're into the meditation, my sister's super into it. I've never really been big on this. There are tons. There's 487 videos on this channel, like meditating. So Zenful Note, Zenfulnote. If you like that lady's voice, if you like the dripping of the water in the background, makes the hair on my back stand up. I'm not into it. Regulating your nervous system. Okay, so 3. This is integrate your shadow exercises. So this is what's coming up in this one. Integrate your shadow exercises. EFT tapping, meditation, gratitude list, inner child creative embodiment, cultivating gratitude, exploring joy, cognitive reframing, and ancestral healing. The voice, yeah, nothing's wrong with what it's saying. No, I don't, you know, I'm not trying to say. So this is talking about the activities and that it will bring light to the parts of you that are dark. This is EFT tapping. Some of you said you do this. So you state the problem, identify the level of pain, create your setup statement, tap the points, and recheck the level of pain. All right. I deeply love and completely accept myself. I forgive myself. Okay. Why? It can be used difficult emotions. Okay. Following your ET session below. EFT. Okay. This is the EFT session. Take a few deep breaths. Just kidding. Take a few deep breaths and begin tapping on the specific points of your body associated with the EFT. The eyebrow, the side of the eye, under the nose, the chin, the collarbone, and under the arm. As you tap, repeat the affirmation statement that resonates with the issue that you are exploring. For example, if you were exploring a fear of failure, you could say, even though I'm scared of failing, I accept and love myself. During the tapping, you can focus on the issue and allow yourself to feel any emotions that come up. Spend the next 2 to 3 minutes tapping and repeating your mantra. Once you feel like you have released some energy and emotion associated with the issue, you can take a few deep breaths and reflect on what you learned. Okay. I'm not going to do this right now, but this is totally the exercise. If you guys are into EFT tapping, you can probably Google that and explore, you know, like the palm of your hand and stuff. Gratitude list. Oh, snap. Here we go. This is something I can do. Take 5 minutes to create a gratitude list. Think of all the things that bring you health, peace, and love. Okay. All right. Meditation is very centering and freeing. I know I should do it more. Maybe we could start doing meditating live streams. All right, gratitude list. What are some things that you guys are grateful for? I'm grateful for coffee and tea and caffeine. I'm grateful for Clover and my Jeep and my live stream and my mobility to walk and hike. I'm grateful for my adventurous spirit, my happiness. I'm so happy. I'm grateful for electricity and hot water. I'm grateful for my family and friends. I'm grateful for easy access to clean water. I'm grateful for DoorDash and motels. I'm grateful for auto mechanics who are currently in abundance in this world. I am grateful for you guys. Ooh, Sandy, good one. Wafer protein bars. I'm grateful for wafer protein bars. Faith, friends, family. Yeah. No, Michelle. I refuse to say that word. Be able to breathe. Yeah. I got one more line. I am grateful for shelter, gasoline, gasolina. I am grateful for travel. I'm grateful to be able to go outside of my home without an escort. Yeah, what do you guys like? She's homeless? Well, Big D, if this is homelessness, then I don't want nothing else. Freedom, freedom, freedom. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, we got trolls in here. You know what? This is actually a good time to reintroduce myself, though. Not to the trolls, because trolls are about to be blocked. But my name is Steph. I am traveling the country in my Jeep with my dog. I've been on the road for 2.5 years. We've live streamed through 48 states. We have just visited all kinds of different national parks. We have live streamed through major big cities. We're out in the desert camping in my tent, eating protein bars. It is lovely. Yeah, I just travel the country in my Jeep. And you can call that homelessness. I'm good with that. I have done all kinds of things, and I'm so grateful for these experiences and the freedom to do this. If I had to be forced to stay in my apartment, I would not be here today. If this was not an option, I would have been gone years ago. So I'm really grateful for this. I'm really grateful for our ability to travel and to explore and to have TikToks and YouTubes. And I'm really grateful for my dog. I'm really grateful for hiking, fishing, camping, campfires, roasting marshmallows over the campfire, my sobriety. I'm really grateful for you guys and just being here. And a lot of people look down on this, but this is one of the best days. Seriously, I'm enjoying this. I am in nature's majesty right now, and it's wonderful. Yeah. Being free. Yeah. Yeah. It's amazing. This is Wi-Fi. I'm grateful for Wi-Fi. Yeah, it's a Bible thumper. Okay. Big D is gone. I'm atheist, by the way. All right. Inner child creative embodiment. In this activity, you'll explore the world of your inner child. Okay, so this is the next exercise. Inner child. Create a safe space. Remember childhood play. Remember, wait, what? Close your eyes and reflect on your inner child. How old are you? What? Play a what? Okay. This is a good one for other people, but probably not for me. Cultivating gratitude. A gratitude practice is a ritual that will help you improve your mood. Let's practice on gratitude. Settling into the morning. After you wake up, prepare your morning routine. It could include making tea or coffee, brushing your teeth, or whatever you typically do. Then gather your journal, writing materials, settle into your morning space, and set your intention. Take a deep breath. What are 3 things that can put a smile on someone else's face today?
What are 3 things for you to smile about today? Oh, those are good ones. Yeah, I like those 3. And then at the end of the day, you say, how did you put a smile on someone else's face? I like that one. Only by facing these hidden aspects can we hope to live fully, bound neither by fear nor illusion. All right. Okay, Carl. Exploring joy. Reimagined version of our lives through structured self-reflection. Okay. If failure weren't an option, what would I attempt? If today were my last day on earth, how would I be remembered? If I could give unlimited joy to one person in my life, who would it be? My sister. If happiness were a color, how would you describe it? Cognitive reframing. Identify thought patterns, settle into awareness, ask intuitive questions, reframe thought patterns. Sorry, some of these. You're late? That's okay, Piper. We waited for you. Ancestral healing. Preparing the body, calling in your... Oh, see, this is not for me. I think this is really great, but... okay, here's journal prompts. Okay. This is probably... Yeah, a big portion of this. Okay. Parental influence. What parts of your parents or guardians do you notice reflected in yourself? What traits, both good and bad, have you inherited from them? How can you break the negative behavioral chains that run through your family? What traits do you want to improve upon? When do they most commonly present themselves? How can you show compassion and love? What did you not receive as a child? How has this impacted you? Okay, these are kind of cool. Childhood trauma prompts, putting yourself last, self-image. Okay, these are great. We're going to kind of skip over these. These are kind of cool. You know, if you want to do like daily journaling around self-talk. Teenage lessons, jealousy, a lot of them. All right. What is this? Get to the root. You're in an amazing mood. You finished your favorite book. That's good. Her income is no one's business. What are we talking about? Income? People are so hung up on that. We get it. You're broke. It's fine. Move on. If you guys are concerned about how I earn my income from live streaming on TikTok and YouTube, putting out videos, and doing freelance work. So I do freelance work. I work from home. Get a life. Number 5, get to the root. Come to this section whenever you're facing your shadows in real time. Behaviors of your unconscious shadow include feeling angry and irritated, or anxious without a clear reason, blaming external factors, ongoing negative thoughts, etc. Oh, okay, so this is the exercise that you should do when you're feeling bad. So, what is triggering your shadow? For example, your job, a presentation you have to do. What thoughts are you having? I want to quit. This job sucks. What emotions am I experiencing? Anxiety and fear. Close your eyes. Listen to your inner voice. What 3 words come to mind? What memories or images come to mind when you focus on these words? Connect with your inner child. This is great. Set your intention. Let it go. So these are the blank pages. So whenever you're having a really hard moment, this is a great page. I'll pause here so you guys can screenshot that if you want. Maybe write that in a journal or something. Write that in a notebook. You could write that down in a notebook and use that as a template if you wanted. So these are just a bunch of blank ones of these. And that's it. That's it.
Hot dang. That's the shadow work journal in 2 live streams. This is good. This is good. What'd you guys think of this? You don't think shadow work is for you? Well, I think that it's important to realize maybe you can pick a topic. But, you know, there's all these different shadows. Your teenage self, young self, you know. So some's going to resonate more than others. I probably didn't do a very good job either because I floofed over. I skimmed over a lot of it. More of a personal thing and not a live stream. Yeah, well, I mean, you know, I don't mind it. On to the short stories. This book is actually helping me a lot. Oh, that's so good, Piper. I'm glad. Hi, Piper. Excuse you. I was watching YouTube shorts, not some dumbass live stream. You're literally in a live stream, Jack. Jack is literally at a live stream. Jack got lost. He's like, where the hell did I end up? I don't even know who Jack is. I love that you can block people in here and not see them. Yeah. Oh, it's cool though because you know what? That boosts your engagement. That means that means YouTube is showing me to new people and they come in and they see that a live stream is going on. They don't know what's up. They see some girl in a tent and then they just start commenting away. I think that's great. Heck yeah. Anybody else want to troll? I'm glad this happened I'm glad this helped some here. Yeah, I enjoyed it. Just gets you thinking. Yeah, well, it gets me thinking a little bit about how I can journal with intention, right? So maybe the prompts in this book aren't for everybody, but, you know, it got me thinking a little bit about affirmations and things like that. Hello from a galaxy far, far away. Hello. All right, so we're going to end this. This is it for the Shadow Work Journal. We're not going to do a boxes live stream over this. I just saw this at Walmart. I thought it would be fun. So we went through. This was part 2. So if you wanted to see the beginning half of this, you can go to the first live stream. I do have playlists. I'm going to go back over to TikTok now. We're going to go hang out in the tent. We'll run some battles. We'll just hang out, drink some tea. It's 11:47, so we'll probably hang out for a little while, and then I'll take a break again eventually towards the evening, and then we'll be back on tonight. So I'll be live all day today, all night. I'll probably take an hour break at some point, but right now I'm going to go directly over to TikTok. So if you guys are not following me on TikTok, my username is the same over there as it is here. Stuff Travels 1. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Thank you so much to the people who got paid memberships today and for the super chats. I appreciate you guys. Have a really great afternoon if I don't see ya, and we'll see you guys later. All right. Bye, guys.